At the stroke of the midnight hour, when the world sleeps, India will awake to life and freedom. Those words were spoken on the night of the 14th of August, 1947, because India became independent not at dawn or noon, but at midnight. The only moment the astrologers considered auspicious. This is the story of the 15th of August. In 1947, India had been under British rule for 90 years, and under British commercial influence for 2 centuries before that. By the end of the Second World War, independence was no longer a question of if, but when and how. The question of how would define one of the largest and most traumatic transfers of sovereignty in modern history. Independence and partition arrived simultaneously. Lord Mountbatten, the last Viceroy of India, set the date for the 15th of August, 1947. Cyril Radcliffe was given 5 weeks to draw a border dividing the subcontinent into India and Pakistan. He had never been to India before. The Radcliffe Line, announced 2 days after independence, triggered the displacement of 15 million people. Nehru's Tryst with Destiny speech was delivered to the Constituent Assembly at midnight on 14 to the 15th of August, 1947. The moment of independence was fixed at midnight because Indian astrologers had determined that the 15th of August was inauspicious. Midnight, at the precise crossing from 14 to the 15th of August, was acceptable. It is the only national independence declaration timed by astrology. Since 1947, every Indian Prime Minister has unfurled the national flag at the Red Fort in Delhi on the 15th of August and delivered the Independence Day address. Nehru did it first. Every leader since has continued the tradition. The Red Fort, a Mughal fortress built in the 17th century, the seat of British power in the 19th, became the symbolic centre of independent India's ceremonial life. India's Independence Day is observed across all 28 states and 8 union territories. Flag-hoisting ceremonies are held at government buildings, schools, and public squares across the country. The Prime Minister's address is broadcast nationally. In 2026, India marks its 79th Independence Day. 1. India's independence was declared at exactly midnight, timed by astrologers, not politicians. India is the only country in the world whose independence was timed by astrological calculation. 2. Jawaharlal Nehru's Tryst with Destiny speech, delivered to the Constituent Assembly at midnight, is consistently listed among the greatest political speeches of the 20th century. 3. The Radcliffe Line, the India-Pakistan border, was drawn in 5 weeks by a lawyer who had never visited India. It was announced 2 days after independence and triggered the largest forced migration in history. What distinguishes India's independence is its paradox. The world's largest democracy was born simultaneously with the largest forced migration in history. The promise of Tryst with Destiny, life and freedom, was immediately complicated by the reality of partition. India's Independence Day holds both the founding speech and the founding wound in the same moment. Many nations gained independence in the 20th century. India's is singular not because it was the first, but because of its scale, 200 million people in 1947, and the circumstances surrounding it. The speech, the midnight hour, the simultaneous partition, no other independence declaration contains all 3. When Nehru said we step out from the old to the new, he was speaking at the same moment 15 million people were crossing a border drawn by a stranger. Indian Independence Day falls on Saturday the 15th of August, 2026. Take Friday the 14th or Monday the 17th as PTO to build a proper long weekend or bridge into a full week. Vacation Maximizer shows you the best windows for India and 100 countries. Free on iOS and Android.